prepping for the upcoming trip, I was going back and forth about how I'm going to pack, and I found this box. It was for my inventory, but Mango Town's one of our best sellers, so it's empty at the moment. But I've only painted outdoors once, and it was not an airplane trip, so I was looking into the research, and it's really complicated if you want to check oil paint, like big above 3 fluid ounces, because it's combustible. There's like oil components, and you can print out a sheet of paper that declares what it is, and if and when they open it to inspect it, they can make sure that everything is certified, like the oils have this safety thing on them, and that they don't throw it out, because oil paints are expensive. Like, this is one of my favorites. It's series 4, and it costed like over $40. So when it comes to paint, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's an investment. So I actually have so many small paints from when I used to study in school, and they've lasted like a decade. So I'm glad that I still have these little ones conveniently that I'm just gonna bring with me. I have my 3 different types of yellow, my 2 types of red. I have a black that I rarely ever use, a gray, a green, like a bright orange, and then I have 3 different types of white that I use. This one is so used up that I think I'm going to put it in, but I do have a bunch of other colors in my cart that come in huge tubes. There's no way I'm gonna pack it all, and I have these left over from, I used to teach oil, and I did like this class for a corporate event, and then if they didn't finish the project, they could like take their paints home. So I bought so many of these glass jars. I've started to put my colors into them. So this one has my Chinese white, warm white, and titanium white, which is different. Like, when you start mixing, you can really tell the opacity is different. And then here I have my cobalt, my aquamarine, indigo, all different types of undertones, because I really don't know what the scene is going to be like, so I kind of need to have my full range of colors just in case. I've just been squeezing on the side and then rotating and just putting it in like that, because oil paint is not runny, so it stays still, making sure it's real tight. And then bring my little thing of brush cleaner too, any of my brushes that can fit, even if it's diagonal. And then I'll need palette knives, because that's how I'm actually gonna fish this out. Best that you don't use the brushes, because it's going to really jam the paint all up into your brush hairs, and it's just a huge mess. So use a palette knife. And then my favorite brushes, these are all a variety of like horsehair. There's longer ones that help you refine detail, different size of stroke. I'm gonna bring 5 pairs of gloves just in case, because every time I like go to the bathroom I might take it off. Extra gloves, and then paper towel, and an apron, because I'm probably going to look nice and I'm part of the ambiance at the wedding, so gotta include my apron. And then otherwise, for palette, I'm gonna use like the disposable palette paper and just pack that in with my suitcase. And then I have a collapsible wooden easel that I'm also gonna throw into my suitcase. And voila, it's quite easy. So we'll see how it goes this time around. I'm very grateful at this point to have this relationship with art and painting, and to be able to work on commissions like this. I started painting when I was 8 or 9 years old. It was mainly when my mom was a single mom and had to find a hobby for us, but also find a place that we could go for a few hours so that she could catch her breath. And we were recommended this art tutor through just the Chinese community back in California, and they were so generous to let me go for free and my sister enrolled too. So we started with foundational studies, and I sketched just like cans and spheres and cones for weeks and months, and it was so boring until I was finally allowed to touch paint. Even though it was fun, it was so hard. It's not really as much a talent as it is the amount of hours you put into it. It took years before I was able to mix a color that I even wanted. Building and practicing my art is just kind of in a different way these days. Now I'm really trying to think of what message do I want to convey. Skillshare can help with that. I have joined probably 7-8 years ago. It's an online learning platform where world-class artists, photographers, graphic designers, or entrepreneurs go and teach and spread their wisdom. I would love and be honored to one day be someone on Skillshare that can teach you. Most recently, I enrolled in a class for palette knife painting because, as you know, I feel very familiar with painting brushes, but I don't have any actually experience using tools like palette knives and texture inducing tools. So this was a great way for me to expand my visual language and push my way towards abstraction a little bit more. I love the piece that I wound up with. I think I'm going to make this a cover of something or a postcard. I was like, oh, you can use plastic utensils. So I actually tried out doing this on a painting. If you scan this QR code or click the link in the description, you will get not only 30 days to try out Skillshare for free, but also 20% off of your first annual membership. And this is only happening for November, this promo. So go ahead and scan this. Only the first 500 to utilize this link is going to get the 30 days free as well as a 20% off discount. Let's get back to the painting. Good morning. I'm about to head out and set up my station at the venue. The bride has very generously loaned me this, and I have the sari to drape over, and I'm going to have someone else help me with that because I don't know. This is my very first time. Safety pin just opened, and I'm going to load my painting in the car and talk to you then. I've already spent several hours there yesterday scoping out the venue and taking in the nature. It's a beautiful farm. It's an orchard, that's what it is. And there's going to be 3 days of celebration. Today is the ceremony, and I'm going to be setting up live painting for about 4 hours. And I already did an underpainting because I didn't want to waste time. And it's not as dry as I hoped that it would be. So fingers crossed that the colors don't get muddy. But I'm also excited that I already got a head start on it. I want there to be a warm palette because the wedding colors are autumnal. There's oranges, blush, also greens because of the nature. So that's going to all go in today. I'm also putting on my boots. I prepared for rain because yesterday I was wearing socks and heels. It poured for a few minutes and then I was just in soaked socks for hours, and I think that is why I woke up with a sore throat this morning. I'm not sure. It could also be hay fever, just the tall grasses. I was really struggling. So my lymph nodes are swollen. That's also why I'm talking a lot softer. Pit stop. I'm trying the croissant stuffer for the first time because it's a wedding day and I'm feeling a little bit fancy. I'm normally a wake up wrap person. So I'm filling up. I don't think I'm a huge fan of Swiss. All right. Is walking in now. It's very special to witness this ceremony from afar because it's like as if I was a fly on the wall or like a ladybug on the leaf because, you know, I'm out here on the hill just seeing this whole thing take place, how much effort it takes for the family to come together, all of the guests anticipating a really big moment in this union between families. It's very moving. I'm emo just seeing it from afar, even though they're all little specks. Speaking of colorful specks, it's also so fun to paint this wedding specifically because I love colorful, whimsical styles in my painting, and there's nothing more exciting than everybody's beautiful traditional dress being able to be like dotted throughout the field as if they were flowers. Yeah, this is really cool. Every time the sun comes out of the clouds, it gets really hot and intense. But it's really nice right now. I'm gonna move my station because lunchtime is gonna happen soon and I have to be on the side of everything happening. Do you think I should put that thing on her forehead?
Yeah.
Because she didn't have it in the photo, but she was wearing it now.
Oh, that was, so they put that on the forehead right after they said, now you're husband and wife.
But then that doesn't make sense because she has her veil on here.
She did have her, we can ask her.
Can you leave us? Change it and not put the veil on and then put that. Yeah, I would like maybe to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have people been chatting with you?
Bed. I think most of the time they're just like politely leaving me to work. Gonna finish things back at the hotel. The moment I got in the car, all of the allergies hit me at once.